Adrien Broner used to be one of the most entertaining fighters in boxing. 4 world titles, massive paydays, and a personality that made people either love him or hate him. But today, when people hear his name, they're not talking about championship belts anymore. They're talking about live stream drama, viral clips, public meltdowns, and controversy after controversy. And after everything that's happened over the past few months, a lot of fans are asking the same question. Did Adrien Broner completely destroy his own reputation? What's crazy is that this didn't happen overnight. Broner has always been known for speaking his mind and living a flashy lifestyle. But in 2026, things reached another level. Instead of making headlines for a boxing comeback, he became one of the biggest personalities in the livestream world by appearing alongside DeenTheGreat.
Double fist?
No, stop. Hey, get my phone, gang.
Who she activated?
At first, fans actually loved the pairing. The chemistry was chaotic, unpredictable, and hilarious. Every stream felt like something unexpected was about to happen, and clips from their broadcasts spread all over social media. But that excitement slowly turned into concern. Fans started noticing Broner's behavior becoming more erratic. There were arguments on stream.
Stop, bro! I'm helping you, nigga. Stop you, bro.
Nah, I ain't playing, bro.
Uncomfortable moments with guests, and constant public confrontations that overshadowed anything positive. Instead of talking about boxing, everyone was talking about what Broner had done this time. The internet quickly realized that almost every viral clip involving him ended with people questioning whether he was hurting his own image more and more. One of the biggest turning points came when Broner's relationship with DeenTheGreat appeared to fall apart publicly. Clips of heated arguments spread everywhere, with both sides yelling and accusing each other over money, loyalty, and respect.
It's pay the bread. Stop playing, bro.
Huh?
It's pay the bread.
Do you want to get busy?
Pay the bread, bro.
Do you want to get busy?
Money, nigga.
Whether parts of it were exaggerated for content or completely genuine, the damage was already done. Viewers who had originally watched because the duo was entertaining suddenly started wondering if the partnership had become toxic. Then came an even bigger wave of controversy. In late July, Broner was named in a lawsuit alleging sexual battery and other misconduct related to live stream events.
Let me check the story.
Go upstairs. Go upstairs.
Bye, baby. See you. Have a good one.
Broner has denied the allegations and publicly described them as fake allegations. But the lawsuit immediately became one of the biggest stories surrounding him. Regardless of how the legal process ultimately unfolds, the accusations generated intense public criticism and shifted the conversation even further away from boxing and toward controversy. For many longtime boxing fans, this has been difficult to watch because they remember a completely different Adrien Broner. They remember the young champion who was once viewed as one of boxing's brightest stars. Instead of debating his next opponent, people are now debating whether he'll ever repair the damage to his public image. And on social media, every new viral clip seems to reinforce the idea that his reputation is becoming harder and harder to recover from. The situation only became worse as more live stream moments started going viral for the wrong reasons. Every time people thought the drama had finally settled down, another clip would appear across TikTok, X, Instagram, or YouTube. Instead of building excitement around a comeback in the ring, Broner found himself becoming one of the internet's biggest sources of controversy. That's a dangerous position to be in, because eventually, people stop separating the content from the person. They begin associating your entire name with chaos. One of the biggest criticisms fans have had is that Broner seems unable to stay away from conflict.
You're a grown-ass man, nigga.
Anybody handling me? Nothing.
Do your shit, nigga.
During multiple live stream appearances, arguments would escalate over things that looked completely avoidable. Whether it was disagreements with people around him, heated exchanges during broadcasts, or confrontations that spiraled into viral moments, the pattern became impossible to ignore. Even supporters who had defended him for years started saying the same thing. The drama was becoming exhausting. The fallout with DeenTheGreat only amplified those opinions. What began as one of the most entertaining partnerships in streaming quickly turned into one of the most talked about breakups in internet culture. Fans watched accusations fly back and forth, each side telling their version of events, while social media picked apart every clip frame by frame. Some believed Broner had been disrespected. Others believed DeenTheGreat had finally reached his breaking point. But regardless of who people sided with, almost everyone agreed that the public fallout damaged both men's images. Especially Broner's, because he was already carrying years of baggage before entering the streaming world. Another issue that's been impossible to ignore is how different Broner's public perception has become compared to the fighter people once admired. At one point, he was considered one of boxing's biggest stars. Even after suffering losses, fans still believed he could put together another memorable run because of his talent and charisma. Today, however, conversations about Adrien Broner rarely begin with boxing. Instead, they're about live stream clips, social media controversies, legal headlines, and personal drama. That shift alone shows just how much his reputation has changed. The lawsuit filed against Broner added another layer to an already complicated situation. The allegations are serious, and because the case is ongoing, many facts remain disputed. Broner has publicly denied the claims and maintains that the allegations are false. As with any active legal matter, the outcome will ultimately depend on the legal process rather than public opinion. But in today's internet culture, accusations alone often dominate headlines long before a courtroom reaches any conclusions. That's part of what makes reputation so difficult to rebuild online. Once millions of people see a headline or a viral clip, first impressions tend to stick. Even if new information comes out later, many people never go back to update their opinions. Social media moves incredibly fast, and controversy usually spreads much faster than clarification ever does. What's interesting is that Broner still has supporters. There are fans who argue that he's simply being himself in an era where authenticity attracts attention. Others believe the internet intentionally clips his worst moments while ignoring positive interactions. Some even think that the chaos has actually made him more relevant than he had been in years, because people continue watching to see what he'll do next. But there's a huge difference between being famous and being respected. Plenty of people can generate millions of views through controversy, but very few can maintain credibility at the same time. For athletes especially, legacy matters. Championships, accomplishments, and years of hard work can slowly become overshadowed if controversy becomes the main story surrounding someone's career. That raises a bigger question. Can Adrien Broner still change the narrative? History has shown that public perception isn't permanent. Plenty of celebrities, athletes, and entertainers have rebuilt their reputations after difficult periods. But doing that usually requires consistency, accountability where appropriate, and giving people new reasons to talk about you. Right now, every major headline involving Broner seems to pull him further away from the accomplishments that originally made him famous. As of now, Adrien Broner stands at a crossroads. He can continue being remembered primarily for internet drama, or he can shift the narrative back toward the accomplishments that once made him one of boxing's biggest stars. It won't be easy, and it certainly won't happen overnight, but it isn't impossible either. The real question is whether Broner wants to be known as one of boxing's most entertaining champions, or one of the internet's biggest cautionary tales.